on States as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if we find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll try to power their way ahead. There he goes. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it along the sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
Running back searching for a hole. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the right side. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 7-0. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Finds Zach Freese, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adapting. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He wants to change this route. They try to get it outside on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Good timing on the quick out. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get to him as he throws.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Pulls it in. It's Shamanic. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, what a move. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Shamanic. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Going to swing it on second down. They'll run the screen. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wideout. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Indiana went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Hoosiers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency.
Breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Leaves it with the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
Third down coming up.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's in open space downfield. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Sweet cut there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback keeper. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Might be looking to run. On the run, deep down the right side. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Buys a little time. Complete on the shuffle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Now, a 4th down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Cal.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese. And
Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Golden Bears are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Go to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run it to the right. Hard running there. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Found the spot in the defense. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run, Alton.
Turning it on. Still on his feet. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll try the right side. Breaks the tackle. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking for his man. Finds a man on the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker. tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Quarterback making checks. He'll set up to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Looking to scramble. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Brings up third and goal.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch it in the middle. It's Ingram. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all three phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Got it back on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling.